What's up, guys? Mitchie here with the commentary today. For today's commentary, we're going to be discussing a possibility of a ninth generation of gaming. So, let's get into it. Now, let's be honest here. The Xbox One and PlayStation 4, they're not going to last a full 10 years. We're not going to have a full 10-year long 8th generation of gaming. This isn't going to be the final generation of gaming. I just don't see that happening. Here's why. These consoles, the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, these consoles are considered next-gen. And a majority of games on either console can barely get to 1080p and 60 frames per second, let alone native 1080p and 60 frames per second. Now, before you call me a PC elitist, just remember this. This channel is primarily Xbox. So, yeah, you're hearing this from a console gamer. Anyways, these consoles, they're supposed to last a full 10 years according to Microsoft and Sony, when they can barely hit 1080p and 60 frames per second. Not only that, when both consoles, according to developers, have already reached their limits, and 4K gaming is on the horizon when it comes to PC. Think about that for a moment. In a few years or so, give it about 3 to 4 years, a majority of PC gamers are going to have 4K built into their PCs. Meanwhile, these consoles are gonna, who knows, maybe, just possibly reach 1080p and 60 frames per second? How is that gonna work? I mean, and considering these consoles are already being considered outdated by developers, the developers, if this is true, then developers, they're gonna have a pretty hard time actually trying to make games as powerful as they can on either one of these consoles. And then they're eventually gonna want to go on to just PC if that happens. So, because of this, for that reason, I see a ninth generation of gaming happening in the next 4 to 5 years. And I'm not going to say why again. I've already stated why throughout an entire 2 minutes of this video. So, yeah. Because of those reasons, I see a ninth generation happening. A PlayStation 5, an Xbox 2, whatever it's going to be called. The Wii U, it's not competing, so maybe it'll be okay. But a full 10 years, man, I don't see that happening. I just don't. I guarantee you we're going to see a ninth generation of console gaming. The consoles, hopefully, they'll be up to par with PC by then, which I'm guessing they're not going to. Because by 2019 and 2020, it's probably going to start figuring out how to go beyond 4K gaming. That's what I see happening. Anyways, that's all I had to say. That's why I believe that we may see a ninth generation of gaming. Sure, I talked about a lot about resolution and really negative about both consoles, but it's just, that's what I see happening. I'm just trying to be as realistic as I can. Anyways, that's all I had to say. I hope you enjoyed this commentary, and I'll see you guys later. Until then, I'm out.